Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What's a question so stupid it gets more complex the more you think about it? Why does store-bought lemonade have imitation flavoring, but furniture polish contains real lemon juice? Because the furniture polish is the real drink, duh. Furniture polish usually has lemon oil, not something you would normally drink much of. Imitation lemon juice is cheaper, but doesn't do anything for cleaning purposes. Real lemon juice is an acid that helps break up stuck-on particles and leaves a refreshing scent. Although the scent is probably an imitation scent. Imitation lemon juice also contains citric acid and ascorbic acid. That's why it tastes lemony. How high up does the sky start? Edit. Posted an off-the-cuff comment on my throwaway and went to bed, and well, I guess this is my main account now. Thanks for all the answers, very thought-provoking. However tall the tallest building in the world is. Since they are skyscrapers, they must just be tickling the underbelly of the sky. So is the tallest skyscraper the only true skyscraper, all others simply being contenders for the title. Flammable, inflammable, non-inflammable. Why are there three? Either a thing flams or it doest. Inflammable means flammable. What a country. Hi Dr. Nick. This guy flams. 4 actually, if you count non-flammable, same meaning as non-inflammable. Technically they have slightly different meanings. Flammable able to burn. Inflammable easy to burn. Non-flammable not able to burn. Non-inflammable not easy to burn. If something is non-flammable, it is also non-inflammable, but the inverse is not true. How many grains of sand do you need to make a pile? Are you guys seriously expecting me to believe that if someone pointed and said look at that pile of sand and it was just 4 grains, stuck together in a pyramid, you'd be all yeah, that's a reasonable usage of the word pile. That's not a pile, that's just some sand. As many as you need. Half as many as twice its amount. Are you guys seriously expecting me to believe that if someone pointed and said look at that pile of sand and it was just 4 grains, stuck together in a pyramid, you'd be all yeah, that's a reasonable usage of the word pile? No, but I bet I could convince most people that it technically counted, which is about all you could hope for with the smallest possible pile of sand. This guy piles. Why are most cartoon suns drawn wearing sunglasses? What are they protecting their eyes from? The horrors of mankind. Why do you think we call them sunglasses? Because we first saw the sun wearing them and copied the idea. Ancient scrolls used the term sun's glasses, but we eventually dropped the S. On the Ricky Gervais show, Carl Pilkington once came out with, "Do you control your brain or does it control you?" They mocked him, but damn, that made me HMM. I think that's the case with a lot of things Carl says. He's mocked for them, but more often than not, you, the unwitting listener, will find yourself agreeing with his often profoundly deep and unexpected quips. Dumb smart. A fairly smart person who can't word brain idea good. Edit. Gold's good eye, thanks fam. If you could suck your own dick, would it feel more like getting your dick sucked or more like sucking a dick? According to interviews posted on the internet, it seems pretty unanimous that it feels more like sucking a dick than getting your dick sucked. That's disappointing but understandable. Another one off the list. Depends if your mouth is numb from the dentist. Damn, your dentist must be hung if your mouth goes numb afterwards. I've never been able to land on how time will work if we ever make it to other planets. Literally everything we've established is relatively arbitrary because of our very particular relationship with the sun. Relatively recently 1 second has been defined in a non-relative manner. 1 second is 9,192,631,770 periods of the radiation corresponding to the transition between the 2 hyperfine levels of the ground state of the cesium-133 atom. Which just means they found something that is always the exact length as what we decided 1 second is, so now use that to define 1 second. TL, Doctor, 1 second now has a definition that would remain the same everywhere and everywhere. Still totally arbitrary, though. Edit. To the many people arguing about the literal milliseconds of difference that can be experienced on Earth. Being specific to the point of irrelevance doesn't make you smart. It makes you an ass. Everywhere and everywhere. There was some discussion on some thread recently that it changes in different gravitational forces, but I ain't no Shiekima. Edit. At this point I've gotten so many replies talking about relativity and such, so if you want to reply to me, please first read a few of the earlier replies, and see if what you want to say hasn't been said already. I appreciate all y'all's enthusiasm. How many holes does a straw have? A straw is fundamentally a singular hole. See donuts, see also bagels, a similar form to a donut, and while sometimes fused at the center, the comparison is apartment. Compare. Human body, described as a donut, or to be more precise in topological terminology, a torus, and though more holes are colloquially attributed to the body, there is but one interconnected path through. There are clearly not two holes in a donut. The same is true of the humble straw. This brings us to the other utilizatio of the word hole, which is to denote an emptiness of space. Louis Sachar, Holes, Fora, Straws and Giroux 1998. This spatial definition of emptiness is a break in the expectations of a zone. Instead of dirt there is air. We would not say that an empty but unbroken styrofoam cup possesses a hole. However, should we take that cup and poke through the material, we have created an emptiness. Consider also the sock, which has one opening. When one has a hole in the sock, it is an unanticipated break in the material through which a toe may poke. We put feet into the openings, or the top of the sock, not a hole. We poke holes, we dig holes, we make an emptiness. The straw is a mass of material bits surrounding an empty space, the hole. Some have argued that the numerosity of the straw's holes are determined by plugging either side. They are merely counting the ends of one hole. Furthermore, if an end is plugged, the same emptiness nonetheless persists in the space between, and the singular hole still remains by the definition in Sachar's seminal text. ID. The final conception of a hole is that of an out. A throughway for things or persons to pass between some barrier. A hole that connects two spaces is clearly used in the singular. Furthermore, that is in accord with the historical utilizatio. The Beatles, Yellow Submarine, 1968, I've got a hole in me pocket. https://www.youtube.com. However you describe the emptiness within the bounds of the toroidal arrangement of plastic or paper, it is but one hole. ______. Edit. Thank you for the platinum/gold/silver/upvotees and the replies. You, my fellow travelers in seeking a grand unified theory of holiest, have given me much to consider. Sir, this is Wendy's. I don't know what to say or even think at this point, so just take my upvote. You're joking, but you have no idea how many books and philosophy papers have been written about holes. And math papers. Math fucking loves holes. Are we seeing the different colors in our brains but using the same name to them? One day the answer will hit you out of the green. This one keeps me up at night. My fav. I hope there's some out there with a yellow sky and purple trees. How are cranes built? Immediate answer is with cranes. But how was the first one built? Time is cyclical. The first crane was and will be built by the last. The fuck? This gets less confusing the more you think about it. Tower cranes build themselves if they have to, essentially. The base is poured concrete, a mobile crane helps erect the mast base. If the mobile cranes can reach the desired height, then they build up the mast and place the turntable piece on. Then the boom gets assembled. If the tower crane needs to be taller than the mobile cranes can reach, the mast can be built up using only the tower crane. After the boom is in place, a section of mast is hauled up on the working boom, the turntable is on a section that can elevate 20, and the 20 section is inserted and bolted into place. It goes up 20 at a time. The mobile crane that helps build a tower crane base and lower mast is assembled in a factory, like every other vehicle in the world. Before cranes, we just used pulleys. Or a block and tackle. What would happen if Picchio said my nose will grow now? His nose collapses on itself and all of reality is deleted. It takes a screenshot. Edit. Thanks. The best thing I ever said on the internet was repeating someone else's joke louder and everyone laughed. I hate all of you, but myself more. This one is easy, especially if we're going off the Disney classic version. Picchio's nose growing is a result of telling conscious lies. There's even a song about letting your conscience be your guide. If this weren't the case, Picchio would absolutely be kidnapped and be turned into a spy tool or a predictive tool. The key to his nose growing is him knowing that he's telling a lie. If I punch myself and it hurts, does that mean I'm weak, or am I strong? Neither. It means you're stupid. It means your ATK is higher than your definite. It's also higher than either your interior or your WIS. 500 GR. Peanuts. Ingredients, peanuts. Warning, contains peanuts. Why? Warning, contains peanuts. My favorite is may contain peanuts. It better. Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Legal reasons.